Dust motes danced in the slivers of moonlight that pierced the gloom of the forgotten tower. Eldrin sat amidst a graveyard of leather-bound tomes and arcane artifacts, his hands, once conduits of cosmic power, resting uselessly in his lap. He stared at his palms, at the intricate web of wrinkles that had replaced the familiar faint glow of latent magic. The silence in the room was a heavy shroud, broken only by the sigh of the wind and the creaking of ancient timber. His world, once vibrant with crackling energy and whispered incantations, had faded to a monochrome stillness. The air, thick with the scent of decaying paper and time itself, offered no answers, only the cold truth of his present reality. A flicker of memory, sharp and bright, cut through the haze of his despair. He saw himself as a younger man, standing atop the very same tower, but under a sky ablaze with a comet's tail. His robes, then the color of midnight, whipped around him as he chanted words of power. Arcane energy, a brilliant sapphire blue, had erupted from his outstretched hands, weaving intricate patterns against the stars. The world had thrummed with his will, the elements themselves bending to his command. He remembered the exhilarating rush, the feeling of being a living nexus of creation, the effortless way magic had flowed from him like breath. It was a ghost of a sensation, a phantom limb that ached with a loss so profound it felt like a physical wound. With a grunt of effort, he focused on a lone unlit candle stub perched on a stack of books. He drew a shuddering breath, whispering a simple word of ignition, a charm a novice could master. His fingers twitched, his brow furrowed with concentration. He poured every ounce of his will, every fading ember of his former self into the single desperate act. Nothing. A flicker of frustration, hot and sharp, sparked in his chest. He tried again, his voice a ragged plea this time, but the wick remained cold and dark. With a cry of rage and grief, he slammed his fist onto the dusty floorboards, the impact sending a puff of dust into the air, a pathetic cloud compared to the magical storms he once commanded. His gaze, blurred by unshed tears of frustration, fell upon the spot where his fist had struck. There, forcing its way through a crack in the stone floor, was a small, tenacious weed. Its leaves, a defiant and vivid green, reached for the sliver of moonlight. It had no magic, no ancient power to call upon. It survived through sheer stubborn resilience, an unyielding will to grow against all odds. A slow change came over Eldrin's expression. The despair in his eyes receded, replaced by a flicker of something new, something hard and grounded. It wasn't the brilliant light of magic, but the quiet, formidable strength of a single determined weed pushing through stone. A new kind of power was dawning within him,